And there goes the stump grinder man. He did an excellent job. It went very quickly. We will now be able to install a concrete slab, 15 foot by 60 foot, which will be attached to that building there, which is going to be essentially a studio for Ralph, our animal behaviorist. And Ralph's really going to help us to step up our rescue efforts, and he specializes in larger breeds, so we're going to have two extremely good-sized kennels here, and we will have this up and running within a week or so, so we're absolutely excited. I'd like to introduce you to the latest member of our team, Rafael Cabrera, who's going to head up our rescue operations with our Casita Big Dog Rescue.
This is going to be eventually it's going to save many lives. Thanks for Nick and Samantha Carter. They're a very intricate part of this. We're going to be rehabilitating a lot of the dogs that are unheard of and unsung in a lot of these shelters that we have, mainly one of the shelters right here in Citrus County. We want to motivate everyone and educate them as much as possible so they do understand that every one of these animals have a lot to offer, and the stigma behind them does not necessarily hold true.
So
good, that's good. Because I've seen dogs rip that chain from that pipe and get right on it. Because we're going to be dealing with some powerful breeds.
Okay.
You know, some of this chain link is like nothing to them. You know, they'll get right through it.
Okay.
So that's one of the things I'll be working with them, staying away from the fence. The fence is not to be jumped on, not to be climbed on. It's not going to be their friend, that fence. We want to keep them away from that fence.
Okay. Well, my name is Brian Hughes. I work with Hughes Carpentry Services. We do all kinds of work, and met Nick several weeks ago doing some work around his house, and he kind of took me aside and asked me about a project that he had going on, and instantly I was intrigued and very interested in how I could help out with this project. Not specifically as a monetary gain, but just the message that it sent and the work that he was planning on doing.
We'll be getting some of the toughest dogs in here that are tough to people because of the stigma behind them, but are not really tough. And we're going to rehabilitate them. We're going to get them placed in a good home to show the true quality of life that they have and can offer to anyone. We care mainly about what's happening for these guys. The whole purpose is saving these guys' lives, giving the best structure they can have, the best accommodations to make them highly adoptable.
Absolutely.
We're going to take some of the worst and make them better, and we're going to take some of the best and make them great. And,
it's a project called Casita Big Dog Rescue, and it's sponsored by Value Pet Supplies, which Nick is a part of. And essentially what it is a dog rescue, large dog rescue. I'm a big fan of boxers and all kinds of big dogs, and he had told me about what they were doing, and found out that it was specifically geared towards larger dogs. And so my part in this project is to provide the building materials and actually just create the kennels and the atmosphere for these big dogs to be trained or rehabilitated to be useful in society. And yeah, from the get-go, it sounded like a great project. I'm really excited to be a part of it.
we want you to take this journey with us, enjoy it, and run with it like we are going to. Please adopt and save a life. Thank you.
Yeah, here we are grinding the stumps for the Casita Rescue Kennel that will be installed here next week. Very exciting.